What up, soul fam bam? Give me a second. Let's clear the space. I'm going to clear the space that I'm going to record in. Palo Santo. Smells amazing. I love this stuff. I have a lot of it, but I don't like to waste it. Yeah, it's a little tiny piece, but it's still burnable. Mm. Sending love into the collective. Sending love to all of you that are watching. I really feel like I needed that. All right, guys. So how have you all been doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in like a fat minute. It's been uh, a challenging journey thus far with everything I got going on. A lot of integrating, a lot of stuff's happening. I think I should do a witchy vlog to fill you in on that aspect of my life. I just want to use the time that I have now to make this video and record this video for you guys because I have a feeling it's going to be long, okay? So the video that you guys are watching or listening to right now is about the 12 universal laws. Did you know there were 12 universal laws? Um, are you trying to manifest and maybe it seems like you're not lucky or you're unable to um, successfully bring your manifestations into fruition? Well, most people only know of the fourth law, and the fourth law is the law of attraction. Sorry, my cat's making noise. She's trying to get out. The fourth law is the law of attraction, but most people that are trying to manifest, they fail to use the other 11 laws, or it's maybe because they don't know that there were 11 more laws that you need to be familiar with in order to manifest successfully, or manifest like a pro, or just to live a more aligned and healthy, spiritually healthy, lifestyle. Now, to be able to, master this life, this current earth life that you're living within this, your body, the body that I'm living in, within the avatar that your soul houses at the moment, to be able to master this life and to be able to live your best life and manifest like a god or a goddess, that you are, because you are divine, you are a god, you are a goddess, you were created by a god, you were created by source creator, you were created by something divine, okay? You have divine abilities, powers, you just don't know how to use them because you were never taught on how to use them. It was never talked about. I feel like in this new age, a lot of this stuff that I talk about and a lot of other, um, channelers talk about, I feel like it's going to be something that is not going to be so like woo woo in the next, few years. So, anyways, you are a god or a goddess, okay, because you are divine. And in order for you to manifest like a god, you must know all 12 laws, all 12 universal laws. You must know all of them. I mean, most people don't even know that there's 12 and they've been manifesting, but their manifestations have been taking a very long time, or they've been manifesting things that they really did not want because they weren't very specific and they spoke these words and put this energy out into the universe, and the universe said, oh, that's what you want, poof, that's what you get. And they don't understand why these things are going on in their life, why they are attracting certain people into their life, certain situations, certain, aspects. And it's because they did not know of the 12 universal laws. And I'm going to share them with you guys. If you're interested, stay tuned, stick around. Okay, so law number 1 is the law of divine oneness. We are one, meaning we are all of the same. I spoke about this recently in one of my last longer videos. I forgot the title of it, but I know I've spoke about this in many of my videos, but we are all one of the same. I am you and you are me. We're just different, we're the same consciousness on different timelines, all playing out simultaneously. Now, this law states that we are all connected through our creator, through source, through God, however, you resonate. Okay. Every atom inside of you is connected to the rest of the universe. We are nothingness. And I literally just spoke about this in my most recent last long video. We are nothingness, thought into existence. Okay. I mentioned in my last video that every atom has a nucleus surrounded by electrons. Atoms are about 99% empty space, and they make up 100% of the universe. You are literally made up of nothingness. I'm not here sitting in a chair, okay? I'm only here because you're there thinking me into existence. As crazy as that sounds, and now I'm here talking to you through this contraption, that you're holding in your hand, or that you're, that's propped up on the desk. That's not really there. Quantum thinking. So every human on this earth, on planet Earth, on Gaia, is made up of millions and millions of atoms, which are 99% empty space. Can you understand now how, we are connected? I know it can be very difficult to wrap your head around it. It can be very mind bending, to understand all of this. I guess maybe the longer that you're on this path, you start to have a better understanding. I don't think anybody really truly understands it, but I really truly don't understand it, but I have a pretty good idea of how it works. And I don't know, I see this vision, and I can't really put the vision into words to explain it to you guys, but my vision that I see about all of this that I'm talking about just resonates, and it makes 100% sense. I don't know how to even speak it into existence. There's really just no words, because it's just energy. It's just light. That's it. So back to being gods. We are all fractals of source. You are fractal of the creator that made you, of source. We are godlings, literally, because we're all like fractals of the God that created us, making us these like little fractals of energy, little godlings having like this human experience, these souls having this human experience. And we're having this experience simultaneously, as I just mentioned. We are all the same. I am you, you are me. We are all the same on different timelines, but our timelines are crossing, and they're all happening all at the same time simultaneously, just like we're all here. And because it's happening on different timelines simultaneously, we're interacting with ourselves. Does that make sense? I know that's like really like a big, huge mind fuck, but I don't know how to explain it any better to make it more simple. It's really just complicated. For some people, it's really complicated. For a long time, it was complicated for me too. Sometimes I still lay in bed at night and I think about it, and then I make it more complicated because I think too much into it. So we're all just simultaneously interacting together. So let me drink some coffee. So we are fractals of source moving through the universe. This means that everything that we do has an effect, a ripple effect. And that ripple effect will affect the collective in one way or another. So everything that you do is going to affect everything that you do on different timelines. So all the other yous living at the same time you are interacting with you is going to affect one of the aspects of you sometime down, the timeline as you cross paths with your other you. I think I just made that more complicated, didn't I? So anyways, everything that you do has an effect in the collective one way or another. So for example, if you get into an argument with a family member or a friend, or even just a complete stranger, and you get so mad at them, you wish like maybe something bad onto them, you are literally hating and wishing harm upon yourself. Okay, try to understand that. When I was having that huge um, family um, disagreement or whatever I shared maybe like 2 years ago, I share with you guys a lot of stuff. So, when you hate on somebody for something, you're literally just hating on yourself. And I talked about that in one of my older videos. And it took me a long time to understand that, because I was like, nope, I don't forgive. I don't care. That ain't me. I wasn't even trying to hear it. I was just like, I hate them and I don't give a shit. But, when I started to change the way I think, and I started to open my mind and open my heart, and the understanding started to flow in, and it wasn't something, it was just the understanding was more like an intuitive understanding. So when I opened up my heart and my mind and I literally forgave, then I started to understand why we went through what we went through. Okay. And I talked about that too, how that was a learning curve for me. And, that was literally a contract that we signed to help me grow, yada, yada, yada. Um, if you guys missed that video, I mean, maybe I can do an updated video, because I really don't know the name of the old video. It's just, I have a lot of videos. So, but I can save that, scenario and make a little note for myself and create a new video for the newbies out there, so I don't have to go scrolling through my old content, because I have a lot of stuff. And I've grown spiritually since I started my channel. So I even think differently than I did in my earlier videos. But I'm not going to take my earlier videos down, because that was me then and this is me now. I've advanced. So yeah, so if you're hating on a family member, a friend, or a complete stranger, and you're wishing harm upon them, you're literally and ultimately wishing harm upon yourself. And this action of hate is actually fear. And your fear is lowering your vibration. So when we're practicing the 12 universal laws, it's really crucial to understand energy and how it works, and try to open your mind up to it. And it's important to hold a high vibration to be the best version of you. Okay? It's never too late to be the best version of you. You grow, you evolve. Lowering your vibration also makes um, manifesting much more difficult, or you may even manifest more of the vibration that you're putting out. So if you're vibrating hate, if you're in the vibration of hate and fear, you're going to manifest more hate and fear into, your life, into your reality. I'll explain more on that, as we dive deeper into the 11 other laws, 11 other universal laws. So let's see here. Maybe I drink too much coffee. I feel like I'm talking fast. Here's another example. If you see something that someone has and you want it, just know that if they have it, then it's possible for you to have it too. You'll have to be in a a loving, happy, grateful, higher vibration to get it. Okay? If you are in that vibration, you'll be able to manifest that thing, whatever that thing is that they have, into your life. Now, again, we'll dive deeper into all of what I'm talking about, into more details as we talk about the other 11 universal laws, because there is so much more to this process than just, being, one, being, divine oneness. There's so much to learn as you walk your path. There's so much to learn as you are this soul having this human experience. Like Dolores Cannon said, Earth was like a school. So right right now, today, I'm your teacher. Somebody taught me this and now I'm teaching it to you. And today I'm your teacher and I'm teaching you about the 12 universal laws so that you can grow spiritually and be the better version of you. So practice this law by working on yourself, self-improvement. Every action that you take, every action that you do matters. Even the smallest actions make a humongous difference. Don't ever think that the smallest thing doesn't matter. It's sometimes the smallest thing is the biggest thing. Number 2, the law of vibration and energy. Everything, everything in this world and in this universe has a vibration and energy. There is this push and pull in the universe that is like a magnet. Something is always being pushed or pulled towards something. Okay? Try to remember that. Vibrations that, my phone is ringing, it never fails. So vibrations that are a match are pulled towards other vibrations to match the energy, making them attracted to each other. Like I mentioned in the law of oneness, you must hold a high vibration to manifest the things that you desire. Be in the vibration of love. Don't be jealous. Don't be a jealous person. Don't be an envious person. Don't be envious of someone because they have something that, you want or that you wish you could have. Because if they have it, you can have it too. Because they are you are them. They just have it on a different timeline. Therefore, you can manifest it into your timeline, the timeline that you're currently, on, that you are currently aware of. You can manifest it. All right. And I'm going to tell you how if you just keep listening. If that is the action, so if you are envious or jealous and those are the actions that you take, then it's going to be the vibration that you attract. And you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. I know this from experience. I mean, everybody probably has to learn the hard way. I mean, I was one of those people because I'm a hard head, but whatever. I mean, if that's what it takes, just know that there is hope for you. Okay? Trust me, you don't want to vibrate ugliness, bad, low vibration, fear, hate, jealousy, envy, any of that. The vibration of envy and jealousy will just manifest into your reality and pull you away from what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. And it's going to make you so much further from the goal. You don't want that. Just know that your actions and thoughts matter. They really do. They matter. Your words matter. Your actions matter. What you think matters. And I'm always telling you guys, watch your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts. Observe them. Just don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Observe your thoughts. Just don't, fuck, I hate when this happens. Don't invest in them. Observe your thoughts, don't invest in them, okay? Be aware of them, just observe. Be careful what you speak. If you want to say something mean, like close your lips, hold it in, take a big deep breath, and think about what you were just about to say. Because whatever you were about to say is going to fuck you up later, okay? It's going to cause that ripple effect, and you don't want that. I'm trying to save you. All right. So watch your thoughts, watch your actions, watch your words, because they really truly do make a humongous difference. Okay. So the third law, the third law is the law of correspondence. Our lives are created by the subconscious patterns that we repeat every single day of our lives. Okay? And these patterns either serve us or they hold us back. Patterns repeat, not only at a personal level, but these patterns also take place at a universal level as well. Our reality is like a mirror of what's happening inside of us at the moment. So being in the moment, being present, being aware in the moment is so important. People that spend time in the moment, in the present, usually hold a higher vibration because when they're in the moment, they're breathing, they're becoming aware of what's going on around them, the sounds that they're hearing, the feelings that they're feeling, like cold air, hot air, wind, no wind. They're aware of the sounds. And I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion, but I feel like when you spend time being in the moment, you are able to observe and raise your vibration. Okay? So spend time being in the moment. The law of correspondence is basically, you ever heard the saying, as above, so below? Well, it's also as within, so without. So, for example, if your life seems like everything is crazy and everything's unorganized, nothing's going right, and you're having a lot of anxiety, it's because you're living in a vibration of fear and you're living in a vibration of hate, which is a low vibration. You manifested that vibration. Okay? You are not in alignment. You're not in alignment with your higher selves. Your chakras are all out of balance. When you are out of alignment, the energy flow will be bonkers. It'll be bonkers in your life. And your life will just be crazy. And then all of a sudden, your crazy life and everything that's out of alignment and all these blockages that you're creating is going to eventually create, you know, physical challenges in your life because you're going to start to create dis-ease, which will eventually turn into a disease. A disease, which is a dis-ease that will be harder to cure and take care of and heal. You'll create these blocks within your life, within you. And that's why it's so important to keep a high vibration and just to watch your thoughts and your words and your actions because like I said, everything matters. Literally everything matters. I know that this is kind of like a mind bender for some, but it literally matters. Everything matters because everything is energy. Also, these blockages that you create outside of your life, actually they started within you. So within you, because of the anxiety and fear, that's something you manifested within you, within your nervous system, okay? You're starting to throw your body physically out of whack. So physically, you're creating blocks in your chakra systems, which will eventually manifest as within, so without. So whatever's going on within you that's crazy and chaotic and blocked up is eventually going to manifest and project outside in your reality. Does that make sense? And then you're going to create blocks outside of your reality. And then you're going to create more blocks within, so you're going to get more jacked up within because it's going to play off of each other. It's going to bounce back and forth. It's going to be like you have all this anxiety and fear. You created these blocks. Now you're projecting it out into your reality. And now you're going to experience all of this crap physically. And it's going to stress you out even more. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so broke. What am I going to do? I have this, or whatever your problems are. Then it's going to cause more anxiety. And then it's just going to jack you up and make your chakras be like wah, 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 and just spin, all crazy, all fucked up and not right, and you're not going to get the correct energy flow through your body, and everything's just going to be crazy. So as within, so without. Remember that. Okay? And you'll be living a life of chaos. You don't want that. You don't want to live a life of chaos. It will be unorganized and crazy. Things will not fall into place. You will have no peace at all, nothing, no peace of mind. But, if you are aligned, you spend time in the moment, and you ground yourself, and you're peaceful, and you're organized, because people that are spending time in the moment, in the present, are usually people that are aware, because they're observing everything that's going on around them. Not everyone, but there's a good majority of people that have been doing this for a while, and it's very helpful for them. And they've found peace within. Their life is more organized. They have an organized life, and everything will seem, easy peasy. Everything is easy and simple. And it will flow with ease, meaning your energy will flow with ease. So the next time that you find yourself in a situation or a position of wanting something that somebody else has, or you're finding yourself in a position where you're envious of what somebody has, and it's causing you to be unbalanced, crazy, because it's driving you crazy, because you're jealous, because jealousy drives you crazy and makes you do weird shit. So if you find yourself in those positions of being jealous or envious, or in the position of want, which is a low vibration, which is a fear vibration, it's going to pull you towards fear, and then you'll end up projecting fear-based energy. So stop yourself and ask yourself, what needs to be healed within me today? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way about that person? Why do I feel this way about that situation? Why do I feel this way about XYZ? Take a moment to stop, take a big deep breath, and try not to think, don't invest too much into it. Just find peace for a moment, and the answers will come to you. It may not come to you like that. It may take time, because maybe you've ignored your higher self for a really long time. Maybe you have been out of alignment for a really long time. So your body flow energy is just like, what? I'm trying to get to you. I'm trying to give you the information, but I just can't. You got to block right here. You got to block right here. You got to block right here. You got to block right there. You got to give it time. You got to work on yourself. Okay? Self-love. And we'll get into that too in this video. So just ask yourself. Just take a moment to ask yourself. Even if you don't find yourself in a situation, you can even ask yourself, what needs to be healed within me today? Maybe when you wake up in the morning, you can start asking yourself that. That's probably the best time to ask yourself that. What needs to be healed within me today? Remember, as within, so without. Bring peace to yourself within so that you can project love. Try, again, observing your thoughts in any situation that you're in. Don't act on those thoughts. Don't invest in them, and try to just observe those thoughts, observe what you're feeling. Don't act on those feelings, just observe them. Transmute it, shift it. If it's in a low vibration, transmute it, shift it. Shift that energy. If it's low, shift it from low to high. You have the power to do that. Lift yourself up. Only you have the power to do that. Not anybody else, just you. Anybody else is you anyways. So, law number 4 is the law most people know. It's the law of attraction. The law of attraction. I feel like my lips are not working. Everyone seems to know this law. This one is very popular. This is the popular law, the law of attraction. This is the one I hear everybody talk about. I never hear anybody talk about any of these other laws. They're always talking about the law of attraction, but they don't know what the other 11 laws are. The law of attraction. Now, this one is the one that most people talk about and practice when they are trying to manifest something. However, you need to know the rest of the laws to manifest successfully, or to manifest like a pro. Like law number 3, like attracts like. As you know, within, so without. As above, so below. Yada yada yada. Law number 4, like attracts like. That's, that's what the law of attraction basically is. You get what you are, you get what you get depending on the energy or the vibration that you're in, depending on what you are focused on. If you are focused on money and you keep saying things like, I'm so broke. How am I going to pay the bills this month? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay my car note? I don't make enough money. I don't have money. Well, then guess what? The universe is listening to you all the time. And the universe is going to say, oh, you're broke. Okay. You are so broke. You don't make enough money. Okay. That's what you're asking for. You ask and you shall receive. You say, you think, you act, and you shall receive. That's what the universe does. The universe isn't good or bad. The universe is just like a genie. You ask, you wish, and the genie, the universe gives. Okay? So if you keep saying that you're broke, then you're going to attract being broke. You will attract situations that will make sure, that you stay broke. The universe will not give you opportunities to attract wealth. The universe is going to keep you in the I'm so broke energy until you change how you think and how you speak. Because your thoughts are energy, your words are energy. You literally keep attracting that situation that you're in. I've been there, so I know how fucked up this may sound if you're a person that is actually saying this to yourself over and over again, because you literally cannot see the end of the tunnel. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So you're like, I don't understand what the fuck this girl's saying. She's not saying the truth. I used to think that too. I used to think it was stupid that people would say that. Change how you think. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So cliche. Then I tried it. It didn't happen overnight. I mean, working on yourself and the way you think and the way you speak is challenging. It takes a lot of work to change. But eventually, you will heal yourself enough to where you can speak these kind words into existence, this positivity into existence, and things will start to look up and change for you. They'll change for the better. If you say more positive things like, I'm so abundant financially, I'm so thankful for everything that I have, then the universe will say, yep, you are totally abundant. Abundant. Oh, abundant. I swear my mouth doesn't work. Yep. The universe is going to say you are totally abundant, and the universe will continue to bless you with abundance because you keep saying you're abundant. You believe that you're abundant. Think of the universe as if it were a genie, like I just mentioned. You get everything you ask for or think. So I want to mention this. If you're trying to manifest something, there's another key to this whole process. You can't just speak these kind things and hold a high vibration. There's more to it. You must also believe what you're saying. It's easier to believe something that is like it's easier to so if you're saying that you're broke all the time, it's easier to believe that you're broke because when you have nothing, like no money physically in your hand and you don't have a physical way to make this money, and it's easier for you to say, I don't have it because you're like, I don't have it. It's not in my hand. I don't have a job. So how am I going to make it? So physically, it looks like you can't have it or you don't have it. Therefore, you believe that you don't have it. But if you change your perspective and the way you think and say something like, I have it, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Even though I can't see the money in my hand because I don't need to see. Money is not even real anyways. It's just paper printed green. Bullshit. So you don't even need to hold it in your hand. Even though you can't see it, just trust and believe that you have it. Trust and believe that you have it because you have the power to create something out of nothing. Remember, you're nothing, but you are something. You are you. You created you. You have the power to create. You can create nothingness into something. You could create something into nothing. Nothing into something. Anyways, you could create something out of nothing. And you can. I've done it. So therefore, you can do it too. I understand this may seem, very cliche or woo-woo or whatever, to all the noobs out there watching this. I don't know. I don't even know if noobs even made it this far. They're like, fuck this shit. It's too hard. It's fucking hard. Fuck this. But, I understand because I did not understand energy or these laws until I started to actually work on myself and observe my thoughts. I'm not a pro. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. I'm giving you hope. You guys can do it too. I was once where you are, and now I'm here talking to you guys about it because I'm proof that this has happened. I have proof that this has happened for me. So again, I'm not a pro, but I have proof that this works. For instance, I don't have a job. I don't have a 9 to 5 job. I don't work for the man. Okay? Not up doing that stupid, redundant bullshit. 9 to 5, get up, shower, get dressed professionally with my blonde hair because it can't be blue or pink. Because obviously, pink or blue hair, purple hair, green hair inhibits your ability to be a people person or to solve problems. Whatever. Anyways, I don't have a 9 to 5 job. And I just believe that I'm abundant. I know that I'm abundant. I don't even believe anymore. I know I'm abundant. I'm abundant financially. And I'm able to pay my mortgage. Money just finds its way to me because I believe it will, because I trust in the process. I know it will. I used to worry about it all the time. I used to fight about it. It used to give me anxiety, a lot of anxiety. Money used to govern me. Fuck that shit. It don't govern me anymore. I don't just sit here and be like, I need money. And like, money appears in my hand. It doesn't work that way. But opportunities appear. Opportunities appear so I can make money. You have to put effort into this. I'll talk more about, this aspect, about this, about money and appearing or manifesting it shortly. There's so much more to this video. So these laws of the universe they work together. They're intertwined with one another. You need to practice all of them in order to master this, to master the ability to manifest like a pro. Here's something else that you can do to help you. speak positive affirmations. You know, you can just make up any affirmation that you feel comfortable with, anything that resonates with you. I didn't come up with one to give you guys, but I mean, if you really need me to, just hit me up down below and I'll pin it. Or somebody else that is, you know, in this community could share one of their affirmations and maybe you can modify it. But literally, you can create your own affirmation. And when you do, you just believe in the words that you are thinking and speaking. Believe in them. Believe in them with all your heart and soul. That which you're speaking is truth. If you don't believe that that is truth, if you don't believe in the affirmations that you're speaking, then, you know, you're literally just speaking empty nothingness. You're not going to make, nothing's going to happen. Nothing will change for you because you don't believe in what you're speaking. You're just speaking these words because I told you to. You have to do the work. You have to believe. You have to trust in the process. And in return, if you don't speak these words with love, if you don't speak these words with the ability to believe, then you're literally just going to get nothing, like I just mentioned. Focus on what you want as if you already have it. I have another example. Not example. Yes, example. I have another example. Jim Carrey. You guys know Jim Carrey, right? The famous actor. Well, let me share with you guys. Most of you guys probably know this. Jim Carrey used to walk around with a personal check in his pocket that he wrote to himself in the amount of $10 million. He wrote it to himself and he put it in his pocket. And he believed and he visualized his success every day. And he did this all, you know, before he was a very famous man. And he actually received $10 million. He received a $10 million check on the day that he dated the check that he wrote to himself, Thanksgiving of 1995. So you have to believe. He's walking proof because he shared his story and it resonated with me and I thought that was awesome. You have to believe and observe your thoughts and your words. I'm going to keep repeating that. I'm going to instill it into your brains. You are a godling. You are divine. You have the power to create. You have the power to do so much. You just don't even know it yet. So let's move on to law number 5. Law number 5 is the law of inspired action. This is the law of creating what it is that you want. You have to take action. You have to visualize and believe, and you shall have it. Just like I just spoke about this in the, you know, the law before this one. I literally just talked about this. Like what I just said too. All these laws, they intertwine with each other. You can do this by, you can practice this law by creating a vision board. You can put everything you want on that vision board and place it somewhere that you're going to see it. So maybe, or even carry it with you. Put it next to your bed when you wake up in the morning. You'll see it. It's the first thing you see in the morning to remind you to not forget to visualize what it, you know, whatever it is that you place on that board. Either it be a new car, a new house, marriage, whatever it is. Meditate on what it is that you want. Meditating, while you're meditating, you can visualize in your mind's eye, your third eye, and see it. You have to feel it. When you're visualizing, you have to feel it. See it and feel it as if you already have it. For example, if you desire a house, envision yourself in the house that you desire or want. Visualize yourself cleaning it, washing clothes, doing laundry, doing dishes, sitting on the sofa watching TV, entertaining family and friends. Let go of your need to control how things will work out or how you will get this house, and just open yourself up to the possibilities, to all possibilities. Don't limit yourself. When you're like, oh, but it's not possible, I don't make enough money, I have bad credit, whatever, 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 whatever. All that is just going to lower your vibration, and then you're putting that thought and energy out there into the universe, and the universe is going to say, yeah, you're right. You can't get that house. You have bad credit. Instead of just visualizing with love and in a high vibration and just knowing that you're going to get it. You don't know how yet, but you're going to get it because you have faith. The universe is very powerful. You are very powerful. Who gives a shit if you have bad credit? The universe don't give a shit if you have bad credit. You're manifesting that fucking house and you're going to get it because everything is possible. Because you believe, because you know. Number 4 is a great example. Like when I mentioned Jim Carrey writing that check to himself, he visualized being a millionaire, $10 million, and he got it. He wasn't even famous yet. He got it. He didn't walk around wondering how he was going to be famous. You know, he still had to put some work into everything, but he didn't go around saying, "Ugh, I gotta work, clubs and you know, do promos and whatever he did. I don't know." He didn't go around worrying about it. He wasn't trying to control the situation. He opened up his mind, his heart to all possibilities. And poof, look at him now. He's a freaking famous millionaire. Let's move on to law number 6. Law number 6 is the law of transmutation of energy. For every action, there's a reaction. I used to hear that my whole life when I was growing up. For every action, there's a reaction. It's so true. So true. Even the smallest action has the biggest effect. I think I mentioned that in law number 1. Practice this law by practicing random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness is a great way to transform your energy and someone else's energy with kindness and with love. Take care of yourself. It's called self-love. Take time to pamper yourself and love yourself. You hear Minerva. She agrees. Come on. You gonna come up here and say hi? No? Okay. So take time to pamper yourself and love yourself. Speak kindly to you. Speak kindly about yourself. That's Nerva. Say hi. It's so pretty. Okay, go to the window. She wants to go see the birds. You want to see the birds? Okay. She made me forget what I was talking about. So cute. So, like I said, speak kindly about yourself, love yourself. When you speak kindly about yourself and you love yourself, this will raise your vibration. Also, dancing, exercising, doing yoga, walking, hiking, being outside in nature, grounding yourself, eating clean, meditating, being in the moment. All of this will help you to raise your vibration. It's all great ways to raise your vibration. When you feel good about yourself, you can make other people also feel good about themselves. It's the little things that matter. It's the little things that count. Little actions create big things, and little actions create big things to happen, not just for you, but for the collective as well. Small shifts in energy equals major results or major shifts of energy. Like, for instance, we're raising the vibration of the collective, and therefore the vibration of the planet has started to go up because the collective is starting to wake up. It's the little things, the little things that matter create major results or shifts of energy. You can constantly shift energy by, I got cat hair in my face, by being aware of the waves, the energy. When I say wave, I'm talking about energy waves. Um, and I'm talking about positive and negative situations. So you got to be aware of both. When you are aware, you can transmute. Like, so if you're if you find yourself in a negative position or situation, you can transmute negative energy or low vibrational energy with good intentions, good thoughts. You'll have to be constantly aware of the energy around you. Now, I feel like the longer you are on this path, the spiritual path in life, it'll start to get easier for you to be more aware of the energies around you. You won't think about it so much. It'll just be like automatic. It's like it'll be like as if you're hungry, you eat. If you're thirsty, you drink. You're in energy, so you're aware. You're observing constantly. So it'll be like second nature to you. It really should just be first nature, but we were never raised to learn about energy. We're just kind of all learning about it now all together. Anyways, I got mad cat hair in my face. It's bothering me. So when you're aware of low vibrational energy around you, um, for instance, if you walk into a room where two people have just had an argument, you may pick up on, the vibration of their room, like a heaviness or like something's up, something is going on, something is off kind of a feeling. Now that vibration will affect you because of the ripple effect. It affected you because you walked into the room, you were all like in your high vibration, all like peace and love and happy, and then you walked into this room, this energy wall hit you, and you're like, are you okay? What's up? Everybody's quiet, grumpy looking, and you're like, did I interrupt something? So it affected you, right? And that's called the ripple effect. So if you're not grounded, then that energy is going to fuck you up, all right? And if you don't shift and raise your vibration when you find yourself in a situation like that, your vibration, your high vibration will automatically become a lower vibration. And it'll throw your whole vibration out of whack if you're not grounded or aware of the energy around you, or if you're not aware of how to, shift it or raise it or any of that. And you can change, the situation that you're in. You can change the energy around you by uplifting, the people's energy that are in the room by maybe simply just cracking a joke. Or option two, you can just leave. You don't have to do it in a rude way. You can just, excuse yourself, leave, and you're leaving not because of anything. No, you're not like because you're mad or anything. You're just leaving because, you're protecting your vibration, especially for people that are new to all of this. Leaving may be a better option, you know, to be able to step back out and realign yourself, breathe, collect yourself, reground yourself, raise your own vibration. Because being in a low vibration is, it's pretty shitty, especially when it's somebody else's energy that fucked up your vibration. You ever heard of the term buzzkill? Well, it's literally a vibe kill. Yeah, you don't want to be, part of a vibe kill. So if you choose to leave, do it with love and, leave sending them, even if you don't verbally send them love and light, you can think thoughts of love and light and hope to lift their vibration, hope that whatever they're going through, gets transmuted and, you know, resolved or whatever. So you can send them love and light, to lift them up, even if they, are unaware that you're doing it. Just do it anyways. That is you transmuting and shifting and changing the energy that is around you. These little shifts can create major results, which brings me to the next law, which is law number 7, the law of cause and effect. I like to call this one the law of karma, because literally that's what I think it is. It's the law of karma. Everybody thinks karma is always bad. karma is not just bad. There's good karma and there's bad karma. It's the law of cause and effect. It could be positive or negative, depending on you, literally, depending on you. The energy that you put out has a ripple effect on the collective. Again, there's that word, the ripple effect. Yes, I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep bringing it up through this video because I want you to remember this. If you are coming from a place of hate and anger or fear, eventually it will all come back around and affect you as a result. And you'll most likely pay for it for all the ripples that it creates. So keep in mind that, so I'm going to try to explain this in a way that I can envision it. You ever drop a pebble in a pond and then where the pebble was, you see the rings and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and they expand throughout the whole pond? That's kind of like what I'm talking about when I say the ripple effect. And you'll pay for all the ripples. So depending on how malicious you were in your thoughts or your actions, you may pay for all those ripples that affected everybody in the collective. So because time is an illusion, time is fake. It's a fake concept. There is no time and there's no time limit as to when it could affect you. So that ripple effect that you created is going to eventually cause an effect. So what you caused made an effect, and that effect is eventually going to make its way back to you. And it may not be instant. It could take 30 years. It could be right away. You just don't know. Depends. It just depends. Depends on the energy, the flow of energy. It just depends. So it's just better to be kind. Think of, that ripple effect. Think of it. Think of karma. When you cause a ripple effect, think of karma. Be like, oh shit, I take it back. I take it back. Throw some love in front of it. So when it comes back to you, it's not so harsh, I guess. If you believe that you can do that, then you can. Remember, you are the co-creator. So let's move on to law number 8. Law number 8 is the law of compensation. You know what? I just remembered I had coffee and it's like cold, I bet. Yeah, it's cold. Law number 8, the law of compensation. The law of compensation is reaping what you sow. And it's not just, when I say reaping what you sow, I know a lot of your minds shifted to working, like working 9 to 5 or whatever, like working for the man. You guys all thought about that first. It's not just about working, making money, working 9 to 5, working overtime, working holidays and weekends, to get what you sow, what you want, whatever, to get that raise or to get that promotion. It's about receiving compensation for all of your contributions, not just working 9 to 5 or working for the man or making matrix money. It's not just about that. It's more than that. It's beyond that. I mean, it's that too, but it's more than just that. It's for all of your contributions to the world that you live in, to the world around you. This law includes things like joy, happiness, love, um, kindness, being kind. It's about the love and joy and kindness that you spread around when you go around, when you interact with people and animals and nature. Like I mentioned in the 6th law, random acts of kindness, you know, this applies to that too. It's all rewarded. Everything is energy. Remember that. Everything is energy. You need to look at life differently than you look at life right now. You need to understand that everything around you is energy and everything is connected. Everything is energy. If you work on your vibration, your energy, and if you can align with your higher self, you'll be able to do You know, the same for the collective around you. That ripple effect, that it will cause a ripple effect. What you do for yourself, you're literally doing for the collective. And eventually, you will be rewarded. You need to drop the ego. Help by supporting strangers or the people that are around you, people that you know. Be excited and happy. When I say be supporting for strangers and people around you, like if you see another person on, I don't know, YouTube, they created a channel, and you're like, oh, that person's only creating a channel because that person has a channel. You're not being supportive, are you? Or if you see a person got a new car, and you're like, oh, that person got a new car. It's just you being jealous and envious, and you're not being supportive of all the hard work that they put in to actually get that new car, all the overtime, holidays they worked to get that new car. You're not being supportive. You're being an asshole. You need to be supportive to everyone around you. Drop the ego. Be supportive to strangers, to family members, to your neighbors. Clap for them. When you see them doing something, even if you don't like what they're doing, even if you don't, like if they're in the music industry, for me, they're in the music industry and they put out a song and it's totally stupid. You're like, what the fuck? That's stupid. Who gives a shit? Somebody likes it. You might not like it, but somebody likes it. Clap for them. Support them. You don't have to support them financially, but you don't have to be an asshole. Clap for them. Congratulate them. Congratulate other people's successes. And then, you know what? You'll be rewarded. And then the universe will turn around and clap for you. So will others. You'll be rewarded for all of your successes. You clap for them, they clap for you. Moving on to number 9. The law of relativity. So the law of relativity is basically about, I like this one, perspective and perception. Okay, so for example, you may have a perception of a certain person's wealth, and it may cause you to hate on them, be jealous of them, have envy, because you want, the beautiful life that they have. So you're envious of them. You might not even like them because they have something that you want, and you're too envious to be their friend. You're too jealous to be their friend or to care. You're too jealous and envious to support them and clap for them. But in reality, you do not have any idea on how miserable that person may be, or how tired, or how lonely, or maybe even how unhappy that person may be. How that person may be is what I was trying to say. Maybe they're not, but maybe they are. Maybe they're unhappy. Maybe they're lonely. Maybe they busted their ass so hard to get what they got. You don't know, because you don't know. It's your perception. Your perception, what you perceive. Maybe it'd be different if you actually got to know them, or if you supported them, had love for them. It would open up a different door in your mind and in your heart. You would see things in a different light. So stop comparing your life with other people. You need to stop doing that. I mean, I did that too. You need to stop doing that. Stop comparing your life. You're not them. You're fucking you. You may want what they have because, you feel broke, or you feel that, you could never afford their lifestyle, or I don't know, or whatever. However, you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Material stuff does not equal happiness. Not all the time. Okay? It doesn't equal happiness. I'm not saying that you can't be happy, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of people that have a lot are not really truly happy because they lack love. Maybe they lack love because they work so hard being in the ego mind that they forgot about love. or it's hard to get love because you're always competing. But 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of unhappiness behind closed doors. Now, my word of advice would be to just be grateful for what you have. Appreciate the small things without comparing what you have to others. Keep in mind that there are other people in the world that have less than you. And they're grateful for what they have. They appreciate the smallest things. They're just happy to have breath. They're happy to have love. They're happy to have life. They're happy to just be alive. Now, I don't want to say be grateful because some people have, they have it worse, because that would be the wrong thing to say, I think. They may not look at their situation as worse, okay? Because that would be your perspective that they have it worse, right? Not your perception, but your perspective. The person that has less may be happier than you. They may be happier than a pig in shit. Their perspective may be that they feel rich. They feel rich with love. They feel rich with life. And that's all they want. And that's all they need. That's the law of relativity in a nutshell. So moving on to the next law, the 10th law. The 10th law is the law of polarity. This law basically states that we live in a duality here on Earth, here on Gaia. Everything you experience here on Gaia has an opposite. Light, dark, love, hate, good, evil, yada, yada, yada. Okay? And keep in mind that the polarity is perspective as well. To work with this law, you must understand both sides of the poles. You must understand duality to enter a neutral energy, to enter neutrality. That's my perspective. So, for example, if you were working and suddenly you were let go from work, you were fired, it may look like, a really shitty action happened to you at face value, but try to see the opposite of what happened to you, because maybe it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. Change your perspective. Instead of saying, those assholes, they fired me. I worked like a dog, for 10 years for that company. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears went into that company or went into that work or went into my work. Change your thinking, change the way you think, and change your perspective. Stop making it like it happened to you and turn it around and see how it happened for you. Something positive always comes, from a negative situation or a negative. There's always positive and negative, negative, positive. If you allow it, something positive always comes from a negative if you allow it. It's the cause and effect. This is how energy flows. The push and the pull. The push and the pull. It's the wave. Okay? Learning how to connect is key. Or learning how to surf the waves is a better analogy, I guess. Surfing the waves of energy. It's all about perspective. Maybe a better opportunity awaits you. And the only way it could present itself to you was to push you out, to pull you into something that aligns with you. Or maybe, just maybe, you manifested the action in the first place. So moving on to law number 11. The 11th law is the law of rhythm, aka change. Energy has a rhythm. It changes like the seasons. We as humans change like the seasons. So does Gaia. Gaia has seasonal changes. The universe has changes. We are born, we grow from babies to toddlers to teenagers to adults to, being old. We grow, and then we transition. We're old and we transition. We change. We evolve. We integrate. The earth integrates. The universe changes. It expands. Everything has a rhythm of flow. Nothing stays the same. We must be aware of the rhythm of change, the rhythm of the energy of change that surrounds us every single day. Be aware of weather patterns on earth during the seasons. They change over time. Um, for instance, like in California had all of those forest fires, right? Forest fires change the rhythm of the forest. Animals leave, trees die, songbirds no longer sing their beautiful songs. And on one perspective, somebody may think that this was bad, this is horrible, everything is destroyed, everything is dead. And on another perspective, if you could change and shift the way you think, on another perspective or a different perspective, you'd see that it's not destroyed. Forest fires are actually even though people lost their houses and stuff like that, I'm not saying that it's not bad, because that's horrible. But in general, I'm just talking about an empty forest. Okay, so an empty forest. In general, forest fires are a great way of clearing out, the old, dead, lifeless land that was living, dead below the life that was above them, to clear out the junk. I guess it's a nature's way of feng shui. The fire can break down the nutrients and minerals in burning plants in whatever else was at the forest, like dead trees and leaves and sticks, and restore them to the soil, making the land a more fertile area. And whatever grows back is going to grow back bigger, stronger, and more beautiful. Okay. So do you see how the rhythm of life works? Do you understand the rhythm of life? Just curious if I'm making this difficult. It's the flow of energy. It never stops. It never stops. It just changes. Now we're down to the last law, the 12th law, the law of gender. So masculine and feminine energy, it exists in everything, in all things. How do you think that you were born? It took a masculine energy and a feminine energy to create you. Now, in order to create you, you need both energies. Two males can't make you. Two females can't make you. You need a male and a female to create, okay? This male and female idea, counterpart, or energy is literally everywhere around us, okay? It's even in the material world. And when I say material world, I'm talking about, for instance, like your cell phone, okay? So our charging outlets are considered female, and our chargers are considered the male counterpart. Without the male piece, okay, and the female component, you would not be able to create energy to charge your cell phone. You see that? This would be considered the female counterpart or component, I guess. And oh, I don't have it. Well, I mean, I don't have the plug, the part goes in the wall, but well, here we go. This part would be considered the male component or counterpart, creating, and then of course, plug it into the wall and you create the energy to charge your phone. All right. You need the male and the female counterparts to create the charge to bring life to this phone, literally. So, and the same thing goes for your laptop, the lights, stuff like that. And it goes beyond, just chargers and making babies. Our life in general currently is shifting from a masculine energy to a feminine energy, historically speaking. We were operating in a very masculine world. We're kind of stepping out of that We're shifting out of that masculinity. We have been in a world where men ruled for a very long time. Men, the masculine male figures, suppressed the feminine energy and took over. So we're currently in a crossover right now, and the perfect example of proof that we're in this crossover is the Me Too Act. It's proof that we're taking our power back, that that the feminine energy is taking the female feminine energy power back. The masculine energy made women very submissive. Females had their power taken away from them. I believe this happened in the fall of Atlantis. I believe that's when it first started. And then I feel like that's when the masculine energy was doing the crossover, like from female to male, masculine to feminine, was doing that crossover. And then I feel like the fall of Egypt is when the masculine energy just stepped right in and, anchored right in there and then just suppressed the feminine energy. I'm not saying that that's facts. That's what I believe. That's my perspective. Women have not been allowed to have rights for eons. This has been going on for thousands of years. They could not speak unless spoken to at one time in their life. Women were not allowed to express themselves. Women were not allowed to marry for love. They were literally sold off to rich men to keep wealth and power in the family and in the family tree. Women were used to sell sex because sex sells. They were used. Women were used. Women were used for sex in general. Women have just been suppressed, and it sucks. There was a time when women couldn't even vote. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. All right. And but you guys get the point. Life has been in a very masculine, a very all about money and power. It's always been a very competitive energy. It's a hustle, always on the go. Make that money. Kill them to get it. Kind of attitude or kind of energy. There has been an imbalance in the collective for thousands of years. I'd even say eons. Now we're in this age of Aquarius, and we're shifting, or we've shifted to a more feminine energy. We're in the crossover. We're in a more feminine energy. There's more empathy, just being in the present moment, because a lot of that feminine energy is, anchored into the here and now. It's a more healing energy, a more creative flow. Of course, this is just my belief and what I feel. This is my perspective. Okay. It may resonate with you. Take what does and leave what doesn't. All right. Now I feel that the feminine energy has more balance. I feel that the feminine energy, understands, the ebb and flow of life, because females, the feminine energy is a creative energy. It creates life. So, I feel like the feminine energy would be more aligned with the ebb and flow of energy, and understands the importance to having a balance in life, to create, and the importance to love and nurture, so that they can create something to grow or evolve. This is feminine energy. Also, it knows it has to have some masculine energy, because feminine energy understands balance, like the scales, balancing out the scales. This energy balance will create a very healthy flow of life in general for all things, not just humans, but for all things, for the earth, for the universe, for everything. Um, the feminine energy is very fierce. It's love, it's balance, it's life, it's coming back into the collective. It's making its way back into the collective, and the feminine energy is literally taking her power back. The energy will, not be a competitive energy. It will be very loving. It will lift the vibration of the planet to literally birth a new age, the age of Aquarius. You know, we're birthing a new age, the golden age. So, oof, that was a lot. So these are the 12 universal laws that may seem, most of them may seem very simple, and, you know, they can be once you truly, truly understand them and, you know, even conceptualize them in a way that resonates with you, that makes sense to you. Um, I know that even though they seem simple, I feel that they could also be very challenging because it's something that you literally have to work on every single day. And to sum it up, it's literally just working on you, you know, working on the whole you, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And when you are holding a vibration of love and you're happy and you're healthy, you can project that out into the collective. And then the collective will also be in a high vibration of love. It will be a very healthy collective, you know, out there. Very loving, healthy, peaceful, kind collective. But you have to open your heart in your mind and literally drop the ego, surrender to the process, and just be, you know, a soul having a human experience, because that's what you are. You're a soul having a human experience. Just be. And you know, when you just be a human being, just being you, if you can do that, you'll be golden, just like the age that, you know, we're growing into, the golden age. I love you guys. I'm happy that you made it this far, if you did make it this far. I hope all is well. If you have anything to add to these laws, by all means, please share down below. Um, you know, and if you have a channel, share your channel down below so that the collective, you know, that comes to visit this channel can also come and visit your channel. Now, before I end this video, I just wanted to mention really quick that I do have some new merchandise. And I still have my old merchandise too. So I have the We Are Making Cosmic Histories clothing, histories. We Are Making Cosmic History clothing. And I also have my new merch, which is the Witchy Vibes 11. And I have both of those posted on my Etsy site, which is in the link down below this video, and also on my Instagram channel. My Instagram channel is Witchy Vibes 11 if you're interested in popping over there. And if you want to talk to me and ask me questions, it's probably the best place to get a hold of me quicker than emailing me. If you want to email me, my email information is also down below. I'm working on my Etsy site to add some more stuff. So I just added the Witchy Vibes 11 gear. Um, and I also added I'm offering a service, 30 to 60 minutes, one-on-one intuition exercise classes, one-on-one. So I kind of wanted to do it as a group, but right now I'm just offering one-on-one at the moment. So all pricing information is actually over there on my Etsy site. I will be adding, you know, my numerology to the site, my tarot, and spiritual growth coach information to the site as well. If you have any questions about that, you can just, you know, pop on over to Instagram and, you know, hit me up, DM me. I'll be happy to answer anything that you ask me. Also, if Instagram is not your jam, you can also email me. Again, my email information is down below on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed creating this video for you. I am happy that you guys spent your time with me, because time is everything. Like, you know, you donating your time to be here is amazing, and I am grateful for that. And talking about donations, if any of you guys do feel called to donate, either, you know, by donating money, my PayPal and my Cash App information is also down below. But for those of you that have been following me forever, know that my favorite donation is a time donation. So you being here and watching this video and commenting down below is a time donation. You sending me snail mail, writing me a letter, sending me a card or something like that. I love snail mail. That's like my favorite. If you want to do that, that's a great way to send a time donation. I love you guys. Mwah.